Hi everyone, welcome to Y360. Today we're going through weekday wind down, so whether you've had a long morning, a long afternoon, a long evening, we're here to relax and get some good stretches in. I'm Lauren, this is Caitlin. She's gonna be our little helper. So let's go ahead and get started in a seat. So you can come into an easy pose. If you like half lotus or full lotus, you can do that as well. Go ahead and close down your eyes. Hands can be on your knees, or if you like them in front of you, your preference. Start to soften your cheeks, the point in between your eyebrows, and allow the shoulders to start to melt down your mat. We're just gonna find some awareness here with our breath. Inhale fully, big inhale, let the air creep all the way up, passing your shoulders to the top of your head. And then exhale out your mouth, really push the air out. We're just letting the stress of the day go. Couple more times. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, push the air out. So imagine your belly's a big balloon. So as you inhale, you're inflating it, filling it up. And as you exhale, you're deflating it. You're letting all the air out go to your belly. One more time together. Fill up. Let the air pause at the top, holding it for a moment, and then let the air go. Start to open your eyes, find a little smile. So inhale, take the arms all the way up. On the exhale, take that right hand down. So you want to make sure that that right palm is planting on the ground. You can keep it towards you, or you can walk it a little bit away. Arm can be straight or it can be bent, and then reach that left arm overhead. So the left palm is facing down to the ground, like give it a big high five. And then you can either look forward, or if you'd rather look down towards that right arm, see how that neck feels. You choose. Inhale, bring your right arm overhead, so both arms are back overhead. We'll switch to the other side. So as you exhale, that left palm hits the ground. Remember, straight arm, walk the fingers out if you want, or bend into it, and then reach that right arm overhead, like it could touch Caitlin. Push that right hip down. Look down at your left arm. Or maybe this side feels a little bit better, and you can open up and look towards that right arm. Soften your face, soften your hips. Come back to your breath. Push off your left hand, bring the left arm all the way up and over. And as you exhale, we're gonna go to a seated twist. So look to the right, take this left hand and drop it onto your right knee. And then this right hand's gonna come right behind you. So drop your fingertips. As you inhale, we're gonna get tall in the spine. You can look to the right side of the room. And then as you exhale, you can keep looking to the right, or if you watch my head, it's gonna start to turn back behind me, and you're gonna look at whatever's behind you. Breathe into your spine. As you inhale, puff your chest, get tall. As you exhale, pull that right shoulder back just a smidge. It's not a big movement. And exhale your air out. If you'd like, drop your chin slightly towards your chest. See how that feels. If you don't like it, bring your head right back up. And inhale, arms are gonna come back overhead. We'll switch out the sides, arms reach up tall. Exhale, bring right hand to your left knee, left hand behind. So left hand drops to the ground. Inhale, puff your chest, get tall, perfect. As you exhale, pull that left shoulder back just a little bit. There you go, Caitlin. See how this feels. So you might notice this side feels a little tight, might feel a little more flexible, work with it. If it is tight, don't force the twist, just stay soft. If you'd like to drop the chin down towards your chest, you can do that as well. Take your awareness back to your hips. We just want to soften them up just a little bit here. Shoulders relax. All right, inhale, arms come all the way up, reach it out to the sky. Then as you exhale, go ahead and bring the hands down to the heart, releasing the hands. So every day, we're so busy. This is so good for us to go ahead and relax, take some time for ourselves. Self-care is so important. So we're starting to relax. Now we're gonna come down to our back so we can just let it all go. Okay, so I'm gonna stay upright. Caitlin's gonna go ahead and lie down. So she's gonna lie all the way down, and we're gonna start with just a little hip opener. So I'm gonna guide her through this. If you wanna take a peek and watch us first and then you wanna join us, that's perfect. So she's gonna bend into her left knee, and then this right leg is gonna shoot up towards the sky. Inhale, take it all the way up, and we're gonna find a figure 4. So this right ankle is gonna cross over her right quad. So bend into the knee and cross it over. So while we're here, we wanna make sure that her toes are pointing back towards her knee to protect her knee. She can stay right here, or she's taking this right knee and trying to push it towards the wall or whatever's in front, and you'll start to open up that hip a little more. So Caitlin can either stay right here, you can as well. If you'd like to make it a little more intense, she'll lift this foot off of the ground, so take your left foot up. Perfect, Caitlin. This right arm is gonna thread in between her legs, reaching around, and then her left arm will come up so the hands intertwine on her hamstring behind. So this is reclined pigeon. You can stay right here for a few breaths, opening the hips just a little bit. If you don't like it, Caitlin's gonna stay right here, but you can always release that foot that's lifted, so her left foot in this case down to the ground, and pause where we started. If you would like to add on, however, you can straighten the left leg. Be mindful of that hamstring, so if it doesn't go all the way straight, that is all right. If you feel good, you stay right here. If you do not like it, that's when you bend back down into the knee or drop the foot to the ground. So let's come back to the breath. Back to your shoulders, allow them to relax. Close down your eyes if that helps. Find a big inhale, fill up again. And exhale, let it go. Now's the time to reflect back on your day, why you came to your mat, why you showed up. You're here for yourself. Let's take one more inhale. Let the air out. So we'll bring this down slowly. If your left leg is lifted, slowly drop the foot down to the ground and pause. And once you drop the foot to the ground, you're gonna start to push that right knee towards the wall in front of you one more time. Make sure your right toes are pointing back, and you can release the hands, just dropping them back to the side. See how your low back feels, see how your hips feel. Then you'll release the right foot off of the left leg, and we're gonna take the feet mat distance apart. So Caitlin will drop her right foot to the edge of the mat, and then she'll wiggle her left foot so it's on the other edge of the mat. So I like to call this the windshield wiper. So both knees are gonna fall over to the left. So go ahead and drop your knees to the left. You're just filling out the hips, and then slowly bring them right back to the right side. Then it'll drop to the right. There you go. And let's do that one more time. We'll stay longer this time. Take the knees to the left. You can either keep looking directly in front or looking at the ceiling in front, or as the knees drop to the left and you pause right there, let's go ahead and move the gaze over to the right and see how that feels with the neck. Perfect. The hands can stay at the side, or if you'd like to find a big T, you can do that. All right, inhale, the knees are gonna come up. Let's switch to the other side. So right foot's gonna stay planted. So we'll go into the other side. So her right foot is gonna come back. She's gonna take her left leg up towards the ceiling. You know where we're going. We did this on the right side. Let's check it out on the left. So cross left leg over that right. Check in with your toes. You wanna point the toes back towards the knee. See how your low back feels, see how your hips feel. If you're good to move on, you'll start to lift that right foot off the ground. So it goes to about 90 degrees. Caitlin knows what she wants. She's gonna intertwine the fingers to the back of that right hamstring. Point your right toes towards your right knee. Now let's make it a little more confusing. Left toes towards your left knee. Stay right here. Shoulders are down, hips are soft. Inhale, come back. And exhale out your mouth. If you'd like to add on, this is where you can straighten that right leg. Again, check in with that hamstring. If you notice right away it's super tight tonight, go ahead and bend right back into the knee. So this pose is so good if you're at work and you sit all day or you're driving all day. Good to stretch out the hips, open them up a little bit, not let them be so tight. Okay, when you're ready, you're gonna bend the right knee. Remember, we're gonna pause at 90 degrees if the leg is still lifted. If you ever wanna make this pose just a little bit more, you're gonna slowly draw the knees in towards your chest and just pause right there. Good. You should notice that makes the stretch just a little bit more. Slowly then drop that right foot down to the ground. You can release the hands, pause with that left foot on the leg. Let the low back sink towards the ground. And then go ahead and drop the left foot down to the ground, Caitlin. You did great. And then we'll windshield wiper the legs again. So you'll take them mat distance apart and you'll drop them one way. So drop them to the left. We're not here very long. And then bring them back to the center and drop them to the right. I'll do it just sitting upright with you. And then one more time, take them to the left. We're not here very long. I know I said that once, I'm saying it again. Take it to the left. And we'll hold the right side one more time. So the knees will fall over to the right, and this is your chance. If you'd like to tee out the arms, you can do that. If you like to keep them at the side, keep them right there. And then your gaze can turn over to the left side and see how that feels on the neck. So that was our last pose of the evening. We're gonna go ahead and wind down, come into our final pose, Shavasana, our favorite one, perfect for weekday wind down. So to get there, Caitlin's gonna go ahead and straighten one leg so it's mat distance apart. You're okay. And then straighten your other leg. We're so glad to be here. Take the palms up at your sides. Go ahead and close down the eyes if that feels good for you. Big inhale, fill up your belly like the balloon again. All right, so we're all here on our mat. Before I join you in Shavasana, I want to thank you so much for taking time for yourself today, a little self-care, finding your weekday wind down. Stay here in Shavasana and enjoy.